Hey, what's up everybody? Alf here with some more Ultra League GBL recorded live on Twitch last week, battling with the team of Armored Mewtwo, Alolan Muk, and Articuno again. This has been the team for me this round of Ultra League. It's the one that is reliably getting wins. I'm finding the right stuff. I went through a handful of sets on Friday night where I didn't see a single Giratina, and the team is still good. So some of the other teams that run, we would run into more issues with that. This team can sort of handle it okay. But a lot of fun here. We also stick around for the last battle. We do play with a pretty interesting viewer team in the last fight here, so if you want to see some Pokemon that you don't normally see in Ultra League, that last battle might be up your alley. But I hope Ultra League's going well. I hope week 2 treats you kindly, and I'll see y'all next time. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, first opponent is gonna be Jay Nelson. Good luck, friend. No, Jay, I do not work for Niantic. Suicune. A shadow Suicune. Huh. That is interesting. So the question is, are they on Bubble Beam? Like, real talk, are they on Bubble Beam? Or are they just gonna, is their plan just to Hydro Pump me? Like, a Hydro Pump here would hurt. It's debuffed. Yeah, okay. So, on one hand, I called it. On the other hand, it's still bad. It's still bad. It's not like we're happy about that. And it's not like we're going to actually cleanly win this fight or anything. Like, this is probably Ice Beam. Right? There's the Ice Beam, which doesn't kill us either. And the Snarls don't do terribly much. Right? Oh, I wanted that last charge move there. All right, well. They're so debuffed at this point that I don't feel like shielding even a Hydro Pump makes a ton of sense. Let's see, am I wrong? Yeah. I don't think that makes a ton of sense to shield anything from there, so. Okay. Well, the Suicune was pretty good against us. Escavalier, you say? Okay. I like the fact that we have an energy lead here. I don't like that that only does about 50% of its health, but that's okay. This is already a very spicy team. So Suicune and this. There's the Mega Horn. That's fine. Okay. I'm expecting shields at this point. Like, the funny thing is, I just think we're gonna win this fight outright here. On the strength of basically on the strength of confusion. And I have no problem burning my shields here. Mega Horn again, that's fine. Like, okay. Yeah, sorry, friend. It's gonna take more than one shield to win this fight for you. So what I have to keep an eye out for here is that there are some scenarios where they can use this shield to run out their own switch clock. That's kind of like my big concern right now, is them running down their switch clock and timing a switch properly to beat us. But the Escavalier doesn't have any energy, so I think we're gonna be okay. They're within range to die to a single charge move from either of our Pokemon now, so let's keep an eye on that switch clock real quick. It's not up yet, so we'll get the shield here. No, Mega Eevee, I've never been on that moveset. I don't know that a trash can is happening in this game. Like, so they're gonna get their switch clock back after this charge move. So I do have to keep that in mind. My switch clock will be back too, but theirs is gonna be back after this charge move. So depending on what they do here. Oh, they actually had 2. Wow. Okay. They rode that out. Nicely done. There we go. And then they die to a Dynamic Punch or a Side Strike here. So we got it. It's all right. Like, I had enough energy and cushion here, enough health that, like, none of this was going to really matter in the end. So, GG's. They kind of needed me to just, like, waste a bunch of energy somewhere there, and I just didn't do it. All right. PT Wob, our next opponent. Let's go. Let's do it. We got Articuno and a Polywrath. So, kind of a clunky matchup. We do have a great Polywrath counter in the back with Armored Mewtwo. But the downside is that I don't want to switch because Poliwrath's going to be kind of problematic. So we're going to feint a Hurricane here. Dynamic Punch hits, like, don't get me wrong. But we're going to actually get in here and go up to Hurricane levels of damage. I don't intend to shield any of these because the Mud Shots do literally nothing to me. The Mud Shots don't do anything to me. So, like, the Dynamic Punch, I'm dead to the next Dynamic Punch, but if I can get a shield out of them, I'll feel pretty good about the way that this played out. There's a shield. I like that. Okay, I got both shields out of them. Okay. Fine. So I'm going to let the Articuno go. And we're just gonna bring in the Armored Mewtwo. And we're gonna see what their plan is. Hi. Like, their plan is to switch. Okay, that's fine. I have a counter for Cresselia. Tina and Toj? You think it's Tina and Toj? I mean, obviously it's not, but and we can beat the Polywrath with the Muck. We just have to land a Gunk Shot. So, like, we do have to keep that in mind, that, like, I just don't want them to, I'd rather just keep my shields at this point. Yeah, the double shield on the Poly is a little, it's a little, oh. Do I want to use a shield here? Yeah, this Moonblast does hit. And we're going to get a little farm on. It's only one, but it's still worth, I think. Like, the Poly comes back. I don't really want to be shielding here. What does Dynamic Punch do to us? It does enough. All right, let's get back to the Armored Mewtwo. I have a shield, so here's the Tina. The upside is that, like, Tina takes real damage from Side Strikes. So but I wish we had more health on the I wish we had more health right now. Yeah. Like, I think they're gonna need a lot more than one Shadow Sneak to kill us. I think they need to land 2 Shadow Sneaks. I could be wrong about that. Like, we might take a good chunk of damage from a Shadow Sneak, which would be a little unfortunate. But if it's 2, I think they're dead. Fingers crossed. Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely 2. It's definitely gonna be 2. And then they die. And then, for shits and giggles, 2 can play the Dynamic Punch game. 2 of us can play this game. I think they quit, by the way, which is why it's freezing right now. Oh, I hope I don't just get, I hope it doesn't, like, yeah, there we go. GG's. Whew. Yeah, I don't think 2 shielding in the lead was the right play there by any stretch of the imagination. Can't touch this. It's MC Hammer 133113. Articuno and Articuno. So we've got the leadoff matchup. The question is, oh, their IVs are, like, their CP is not very good. The question is, how are their IVs? Like, are we winning CMP or are they? They might be winning CMP in this matchup, which is a little irritating. So there's pros and cons here to the way this is gonna play out. We're gonna go to a second one and see if it's still CMP, but the odds are we're going to lose this because the Articuno who wins CMP is typically favored. I was actually hoping to sneak in a charge move there, a fast move, because that's one way that we can actually steal this is if we snuck one in, which we might have there. I can also try and throw a rock at it. Yes. Like on this next one. See. We're gonna let it go. I mean, unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbles. But my hope here is that I can get it dead before they get to Icy Wind me. There we go. Perfect. So they don't get a lot out of that. They do get switch advantage, which is a little frustrating. But let's see how good switch advantage is for them. Oh, they have a Swampert. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So switch advantage, very important. I think we're going to end up losing this matchup because their Articuno won CMP. And maybe I could have forced, maybe I should have forced a switch. But unfortunately, that's one of those awkward, like... I mean, we haven't lost this yet, to be perfectly honest. Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon. There we go. But yeah, the if you ancient power in the mirror, here's the problem. It's not lethal, and their moves are now hitting you harder, and you end up like sort of putting yourself in an awkward position. Okay. Oh, come on. It did not let me throw a charge move there. It didn't let me throw. That's a bummer. I don't know why it didn't let me throw, but it just did not let me throw that charge move. Because I was like, if I can get that dead with the charge move loaded, you know, there's some winnable stuff here, but I didn't even get to force their shield. So we're gonna lose now. I don't know. I came in there and it just never did. It just never fired the move. I think I let him get like 2 mud shots. It registered a confusion when it swapped. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just annoyed by it. No. Embor, I did not try and throw a confusion. I didn't touch. There's no confusion button, right? I was tapping specifically on the charge move spot, but it registered through the charge move spot that I guess I would prefer confusion. This isn't over necessarily, depending on how creative they are here in the end and how much health they leave themselves. Because if I can farm them down here, I think they left themselves enough health where that's not going to happen. But if I can come out of this with 2 dark, yeah, they were smart. GG's. I was playing some pretty narrow outs, but yeah, no, unfortunately, like it must have registered the confusion through the charge move button, but it happens. We were in trouble either way, so GG's. All right, Clevson, let's go. What do you got for us? Articuno, Giratina. All right, finally like a genuinely positive lead for us in this set. This is the best lead we've had. Did I throw to avoid playing with Hera? No, I'd like 3 wins and I'll play with Hera. They can, like, if they have ancient power here, it still doesn't do enough damage to really threaten a shield. Like old school ancient power, maybe. New school ancient power, not gonna do it. I like that. All right, so then they went to Swampert. Let's go ahead and get this Icy Wind in. Vex, they are not particularly good. And I do not mind eating debuffed Hydro Cannons here. It's fine. I have a really good Ultra League Muck that I've never bothered to build. But I do that. Hey, Romero, yeah. Lol. Well, there's our third win. I guess they didn't want to play that out. Sure. All right, you ready? Heracross, Ultra League. I hear it's a good lead. Typhlosion. This team is, I just really worried about a Giratina lead. I'm really worried about a Giratina lead here. Because I don't know what we do. I guess we go to Typhlosion and just try and fast move it down. Let's go. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. I guess we want to see a steel type in the lead. We want to see a steel type in the lead. Please and thank you. Fesso Brawl. Let's do it. They do dumb things is a legit win condition. I agree. I agree. Heracross, Tina. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if we can go with do stupid things in the lead. Like, I do reasonable damage here. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. We're gonna get a second one of these off. Just barely, but we're gonna get one. I don't think it's lethal at neutral damage, but I don't hate it. Oh, so close. They didn't get nothing out of that. Oh, there's the Togekiss. Oh no. Upside is we actually well, we actually do have a lot of play remaining in this game. Like, I actually think we might legitimately be favored here, but wow. That was pretty brutal. That was pretty brutal. I think I have a chance here, yeah. The problem is like, I think we just throw this this Icy Wind as soon as possible, because Charm is going to do a lot of damage if we try and farm this out. Like, I actually just don't, I mean, shielding would be great. Oh, that's actually great for us. Because now, like, we take less from these and we get a little bit of farm down. Okay. This is probably the strongest move that's gonna land. Why are people shadow sneaking me? I think that's the strongest move that's gonna potentially land on us. So I'd love to come out of this with a charge move so that the Togekiss can't. I don't think it'll get to another one either, but like, we're gonna be pretty low on health. There's the sneak again. That is potentially going to cost them. Oh no. I thought I could farm it. That's a bummer. Speaking of IVs, ugh. I mean, I feel like we were supposed to lose that, but I don't know why they were throwing shadow sneaks at us. I honestly, like, here's the problem. I think we'd lose to the Toge. I think we lose to the Togekiss if we throw there. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? GG's. Obviously, that was not the team we were looking to see with the Heracross. The Heracross was quite literal. I mean, it wasn't totally dead, but it was dead against the lead and it was dead against a pivot.